Hello and welcome to Raven's Arcana. I am Raven. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be speaking about the star cards, so the 17th major arcana in the tarot deck. And we're going to use the Rider-Waite version here. And let's jump right on in. And we'll go into the symbolism and the imagery here first. So we see a woman that is bare, meaning she doesn't have any clothes on. She's knelt down at the edge of what appears to be a pool, lake, or a pond. So she has one knee on the grass, on the ground, and then she also has a foot that appears to be on top of the water in the pool, right? So it's not in the water, it's on top, and we'll get to that in a second. She also has two vessels full of liquid, which appears to be water. She's pouring one out on the land that she's knelt down on, and then she's pouring the other in the pool, which has her foot resting on top. There's green grass around, so there's lushness, fertility, growth, and we also have a tree which has a bird coming out of it, taking flight. Then there's 8 stars here. So we have 7 stars that are roughly the same size, and we have a large 8th star in the middle of the card, and it also appears to be night. So with the imagery here, there's obviously 2 worlds. So there's the world of the water, which for me is going to be the unconscious or subconscious, and the world of the earth. So the physical realm. So we have a physical, and we'll call it a spiritual realm. And with that foot resting on top, not in the water, that is going to be symbolism that points to divinity. So this person, this energy, she being the star, is searching for divine information. And that information is signified by the flow of the water on the land and in the water, right? Her being naked, she is bearing herself. So she is bearing her soul. She is very open-minded. Obviously, a free spirit. That's what that signifies. And, the bird coming out of the tree, that's an ibis. So an ibis, in the Bible, Noah supposedly released an ibis as the first animal off the ark. And that usually signifies fertility, start of something new, obviously, taking flight. The ibis is also what the god of the underworld turns into in Egyptian mythology, lore, what have you, to judge the weight of the soul, or the weight of the heart, right? So we have another signifier of spiritual, physical transition, right? Now, it's important to note that the star card is governed by Aquarius and Aquarius energy. And it kind of goes along with the theme here. So this is someone, as an Aquarian, that performs tasks that benefit humanity. And this is someone that's also very revolutionary, rebellious, and could be for individualism as well. So it's all about humanity. It's all about doing things that benefit everyone, right? Human rights. Think about that. Or expansion of consciousness, elevation, raising your vibration. Now, this person is an explorer. So the significance of them having essentially one foot in the physical world and one foot in the spiritual world is that they are an explorer. They are the ones that go and they gather information, whether it's through meditation or through hallucinogens. They go to that astral plane. They access that Akashic record, collective consciousness of the universe, and they come back, and they are the ones. These are the people, the energies, the beings that give us this information. And it's not for them, meaning, ironically, as the star, they are not looking for fame or fortune. They are not looking for awards, rewards, recognition whatsoever. They do everything for the benefit of humanity. This is someone that's very honorable. Now, while they should be celebrated, which they do not want, they won't even allow it. And they're performing these tasks. They're going on these expeditions to gather this knowledge that benefits humanity. Or This might be someone that leads rebellions against someone that is suppressor, someone that is holding, the evolution, the spiritual evolution of humans, humanity, the earth, the universe down. They are usually walled off from other people. They are individuals, and they love being known as an individual. And honestly, they might not even really like being known at all. They don't like that people know what they do and what they're about. These people and this energy usually signify someone that is very persistent. They're very intellectual. Once again, they're very adventurous and open-minded and free spirits, as once again signified by the female not wearing clothes. And it's not, as we talk about in all these cards, it doesn't necessarily signify a female, but this is usually feminine energy, the nurturing part, doing things that benefit the family, humanity, right? Benefit others. They're not doing this, once again, for themselves. And they could perform these tasks, do these things to a fault. Because of their persistence, they might let other things fall by the wayside. They are very extreme energies. They are laser focused on gathering information, on doing things, on researching, right? So they might ignore other things that other people would find necessary for them to be involved in. So, like I said, they are laser focused on gathering this information, on doing this research, on leading the rebellion, if you will. And some other things might fall to the wayside. Also, you might not be able to expect certain behavior out of this person. And what that means is, if you are always finding new information, always performing research, always, doing this work that benefits everyone else, when you find that information, when you understand new things, you change. You allow yourself to evolve as well. Because your goal is to raise your consciousness so it raises the consciousness of everyone else around you. You're raising your vibration to help raise the vibration of everyone else. And when you're doing that, you might not always be the same person. You might have new ideas, new beliefs about everything, because you're always in flux. You're always, honestly, recycling this knowledge from the Akashic record. So that inconsistency could be a negative aspect if people are trying to depend on you because they think you're a certain way, which you might have moved past that because you found new information. I just want to kind of say that. Now, this is also a fixed sign. Aquarians are a fixed sign, so they could be stubborn. They could be stubborn in their ways. This is what I do. Don't expect me to change anything that I do, even though my goal is to change humanity, is to elevate humanity, is to educate humanity. And speaking of change, 17 in numerology reduced down is 8. 8 is a change number out of 7, which is faith. So the card before this in the major arcana, the 16, is the Tower. The walls come tumbling down. The king and the queen, were blown out of the tower by a bolt of lightning, it appears. The walls came down. Now we're looking for information. We have faith that someone is going to come give us this information. And the people that are represented by this energy, they are truly the revolutionaries. They are truly the leaders. And while they don't seek recognition for this, they are doing the work that helps elevate all of us, that helps all of us level up, that helps all of us become more divine, going into that spiritual world, doing the work, right? And the next card after this is the Moon. The Moon is fruition, meaning, everything's starting to come together as a 9. Is that 18 card. Now, we won't be, with the Moon, we won't be suffering from illusion or delusion. We're going to let that moonlight light the way and further nurture us with the Moon energy, because we have the information that the star is giving us and bringing back from those quests, from those expeditions. So while there can be some negative aspects of this card, meaning walled off from the rest of humanity, meaning so persistent and so laser focused that other things fall by the wayside, or inconsistent behavior because of the knowledge that they're consistently going out, retrieving, and funneling through to give back to us. Overall, this is a very positive card. And this is a necessary card if you're going through the progression of the tarot. And these are important people doing this work. All right. So I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit. Bring that up. It was going through my mind. And I was kind of toiling over how to present it. And I think we did that. If you like the video, please give us a like. Show your support. If you like the channel, you dig what we're doing here, please give us a subscribe. And then you can get future notifications on releases of content. And I wanted to thank you for sticking around, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. All right, take care.